Hi, this is trainer Monica Kraus, and we are here on another video. And guess what? The Extreme Mustang Makeover is over. That is such a big relief to me and my students, and we're going to get into why that is so. And as you know, we have been doing live Luna updates for the past 16 weeks, and today I think is either week 16 or 17. Has been so many we lost track. um, but anyway, we're going to dig right into that. All right, let me start at the beginning. So the beginning was July 17th when we picked up our Mustang from for the Extreme Mustang Makeover competition. And so we've been training this horse for 100 days, and that was super exciting. And I drove all the way to Ridgecrest, California to the wild horse holding facility out there. And we were excited and restless, and my heart was racing and hands shaking. And I was ushered into the corral area finally, and there I see this beautiful gray horse, and they say, "Oh, this is your horse, 7927, that's her. Just take a quick look. Does she look healthy?" And I'm like, she's gray. And she looks healthy, and the only thing I saw was just this little wild flash of gray running around, and her hair tossing up as she was ushered out the gate. And she goes flashing around the corner. I see a little flick of hoof, and she's gone. And I'm driving around the side, and I go around and where we pick up the horses to load in the trailer, and I back up, and I'm just waiting and got cameras ready and all that good stuff. So our video is coming for her 100-day journey, but this is just our little update that we do live. But anyways, so that was super exciting. And then it was a 5-hour drive home through very, very hot California deserts, and then we finally get to the cool, misty coastal California area where we were at. And we were met by one of my students, and she was there on pickup day, so we were at the unloading, and she helped me unload the horse that day. And we saw this gray horse come flying out, and standing in the corral kind of going, "What's this going on?" Just kind of hiding in the corner. And my student and everybody there could definitely see what the wild horse is like, and they're prey animals, so they're hiding in the corner and everything. And we're just hanging out and going, "Wow, what should we name her?" and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, so that from that day on, we've been working every single day for the next 100 days on our partnership together. And so if you've been following our story for the past however long it's been, so many weeks, you kind of know how that's been. So if you don't know the story and are just now tuning in, definitely go check out all the live Luna updates. Some were live, some were videos. Like we have a video of her first day at the beach and stuff like that. So definitely check those out. All the links and everything should be down below. We do have a playlist for the live Luna update, so check that out as well. So from that first day that we brought her home, during the 100 days of the virtual Extreme Mustang Makeover for California, myself and my students have both fallen in love, and our audience, we have all fallen in love with Luna over those 100 days. And, Luna has been quite the influence around here. She got to bring us together in ways unmanageable. This is the first time on this channel I have recorded and documented the journey of training a wild horse, and it was a great opportunity for that, and we kept up with it, and we have all the videos there. And so it's great memories and great progress to show. And we have captured the hearts of our audience all around the world, which is pretty amazing to have done this virtual event in that way. So coronavirus kind of made some limitations where we had to go virtual, and we couldn't do it over in the LA Equestrian Center is where it would have been held. And the dates got a little postponed because Mustang Heritage Foundation was trying to figure out how should we do this. And so within limitations, we actually got to grow from it. So Luna has done so much. She's just a little horse born in the wild, and she got brought into this world of humans, and she has done so much changes, brought our community together in ways unimaginable, and all that kind of stuff. And she's, it's just amazing how a little horse could do so much. Now, since you had all of that time, or you still have time to go through all of the whole journey and learn that super in detail and see exactly for yourself how that went, let me just tell you about the final weeks here. So we did our last live update November 4th this month, and today is November 18th. And so we did our last live update. Last week I posted a video because we had to keep some things top secret. So now that the week has passed and we can tell you about how the Mustang Makeover went and why we had to keep that top secret between myself and my students and all of these things. So let me just get right into that. So the final days, were interesting. So on November 4th, we had started a fundraiser. So my students took it upon themselves to raise money to place a winning bid on Luna because we couldn't imagine our lives without Luna. We've grown so attached with this horse, and she's changed so much in our lives already. We just couldn't see her go, and she's got a lot of work to do. She's gonna live the best life ever because she has so much wonderful people to love and care for her. She's got a really great home, and she's got a nice little Mustang family of her own, as well as us humans and all that stuff. So we couldn't see her go. But let me tell you about how this all went. So we did our fundraiser and it wasn't me doing it, but I did a big part of helping. So we do have, I'll put the link below, you can check it out. We have a blog post which doesn't look the same as it did when it started because things have changed, so we kept it updated and kept it current. So I made them a little blog post where they posted all their links, and my student did it on her Instagram link, which is pause for a cause. So it's pause _ for _ the cause _ so all that links will be down below, but she created that Instagram and she kept it up, and she done beautiful posts with she called it our Lunicorn because our nickname for Luna is the Lunicorn, and so it was Save the Lunicorn, and they managed to raise $2,500 to place a winning bid on Luna, and that was really amazing. And they had prizes, and I also offered a month's worth of horsemanship lessons as one of the top prizes on their fundraiser. So I'm really excited about that. And there's also other local businesses that supported us and put their gifts and everything. So we were able to do a live drawing, and I'll put all that link down below as well. We have blog posts with all this information on it, and she did that live on her Instagram, so we had winners on Instagram, so that was really exciting. And we're actually doing that last Wednesday, and that's why I didn't go live and I uploaded a video instead. So that was really exciting. And we had all the winners, and everybody's been contacted at this point. And then that was also the day that they posted the first video for the Extreme Mustang Makeover. So that was the trail, the in-hand trail class that day, and I believe we placed 9th. No, I'll scratch that. We placed 10th out of 13 contestants who made it to the end, which is amazing. So congratulations to everybody who even submitted videos, which is, I believe, 75% more than those who signed up for the makeover and didn't finish the makeover. So just putting up videos and being part of it and being on that Facebook group page for the Extreme Mustang Makeover is winning in itself, because 100 days with a wild horse is not easy. So in the adult in-hand handling class, I got 10th place, and for the pattern class I got 7th place, and for the trail class I got 8th place. And so overall we made 9th. So that put us in the top 10, placing 9th for the top 10. So we made it to the top 10, which is awesome. So we got to post our compulsory and freestyle classes. So between the compulsory and the freestyle, we placed 7th overall. So we got 7th place in the top 10 with Luna. So that's really exciting. And as you can see behind me here, this is Sally, my first Extreme Mustang Makeover horse back in 2015. We still have her, and that's Luna's friend. And this is my 8th place ribbon I had got with Sally, and so we placed a little bit better since 2015 with Luna than with Sally. So, but we're still right there in a good place. So we did make the top 10 with both horses. So that's exciting. All right, now let me explain my little personal experience with the virtual Extreme Mustang Makeover. To me, the showing was kind of, whatever, because, we had filmed about a whole month before the videos actually got posted. So I was kind of over it at that point. And so since our hearts were set on winning Luna at the auction, the whole thing became about the fundraiser and helping the kids raise funds so we can win our horse and keep our horse. And so to me, winning the horse was the real prize. And, you know, it's great to win prize money and place well and, you know, do well for your peers and, you know, your business and stuff like that. But to me, it was kind of like this little, I'm going to confess, it was kind of a little annoying nuance to go through all these videos because they posted one per day for 5 days. And it was just dragging out forever. And everything just took forever because we had already done the videos. The videos took me 2 weeks to film for various, you know, hiccups and stuff like that. And it took me 2 weeks to make those. And then I had to take all our 100 days and put it in these 5 little files that lasted about a minute long each, send it to the Extreme Mustang Makeover, and then they waited forever to post them. And then they're posted and they already knew the scores and we're just waiting forever. And then the last one, the freestyle, they had technical difficulties and we had to wait half the day for freestyle to show up on their Facebook page, and then they wouldn't post the results on their website until that was done. So finally I knew we were 7th place, way longer than we should have known. And then we had to wait a whole nother day to know if we were going to keep our horse Luna. And in the meantime, I'm getting phone calls and text messages from people who are interested in Luna. And since our heart is set on Luna, it was kind of a difficult conversation to have because I have to be, you know, on the business end, you know, here's our horse and this is how Luna is, and just answer questions and not guilt trip people into not buying our horse. So that was a little bit difficult. And so I just didn't want any more of those phone calls. And then finally the last minute comes. And now the way the online auction goes, it was through Champion Horse Sales. We'll have all that linked stuff on our blog posts and stuff we wrote so you can check everything out. I believe results are still on there. So before we get into that, so it was on the Champion Horse Sales. And so, on top of the girls raising $2,500 for Luna, we had another sponsor who was applying to bid for Luna, and she was going to post up $2,000 as well. So we had $4,500 to put on Luna, and we also had a few IOU people and other people from our audience and live stream and stuff like that. So they were going to post another $500. And so our max bidding was $5,000 that we could feel comfortable with. And it's interesting on the online thing because we could post a proxy. So that means you can place your $5,000 on the bidding, and then anybody that bids up against that will not be the highest bidder, but the auction website will not take more money than was placed to bid against you. So if you put a $5,000 proxy, someone places a $1,000 bid, only $1,000 will get taken out of your credit card or bank account, you know, towards the bid, not the $5,000. So it just means that anybody who wanted to bid against the horse had to place a bid higher than $5,000 to win your horse. So along with that, now it comes down to the last 5 minutes. So at the very end of these auctions, it has a 5-minute grace period. So if someone places it, so it's supposed to end at noon on the 15th in Central Time, so Texas time. And then we're in California, so that was 10 a.m. for us. And so we are waiting the last 5 minutes. We knew the people would be playing the last 5-minute game. And I think we got up to about $1,000 or so, or $1,300 at that point. So I think it got up to $1,350, which was kind of scary because all the way up until the last hour, we were at $650 for Luna was posted up there, and that was our bid. And then I learned about the proxy thing, and then I was waiting for someone to put a bid before I would go ahead and put the $5,000. And so someone, boom, right when I was about ready to push the button for $5,000, someone puts it for $800. I'm like, oh no! And so I was like, boom, $5,000. And then I think someone got confused, and so they kept putting more bids, and so it got up to $1,350 for our Luna. And so there was about 18 bids on our Luna, and we're just like, please no more bids, because we wanted to, if we're going to keep her, we don't want to spend a whole lot on her. That's our personal interest. But so Now, a lot of people were bidding on some of the top horses. There's another horse, Snooze, and it's the trainer is a lady, and she's a young gal, and she's also on YouTube, and she's got a lot of followers. So I think for her YouTube channel, you can check her out. Maybe I'll put her link down below. But she does some really good content and travels the whole United States and does clinics, which is really cool. So Sam Van Fleet, she's on there, and she's got her horse Snooze, and that horse is going up to 9,600, I think is what it got to top. And so every 5 minutes, someone placing a bid who's going for these top horses. There's a few other top horses, and you can see on the link if you were to check it out. So there's a few other high bidders are going back and forth, and they're waiting for the last 5 minutes, and we see this counter start over 5 minutes, and that went on for an hour and 5 minutes. And we were just dying, and it was like bigger thing than, you know, like the football or a wrestling match, and I was like screaming, and I'm like, safe, no more bids, and I'm sure everybody who wants to sell their horses like, more bids, and we're like, no, because everybody on there has to restart their counter. I was hoping it would just be restarting the counter for the horses that were bid on. No, it was all the horses collectively on that page that had to restart their counters. So the people that didn't win the high bid for the top bidded horses, I think went over to the other horses, and then they were going for cheaper horses, and it just wasn't ending. And they would wait till the last 10 seconds and then place another bid. I'm like, waiting to the last minute is not going to make it but easier to bid. It's just going to restart 5 more minutes. And so when it finally closed, and I was just already down-regulated at that point, I'm like, it's never going to happen. It was like a Groundhog Day of the rebids. It just wouldn't end, taking forever. I'm like, we're never going to get our horse. Are we going to get our horse? And I was staring at it so long, I think I was hallucinating that we were the high bid on there. And so I was helping with the bid process. I had access to the account. So that was a little bit nerve-wracking. And then when it finally closed, I couldn't believe it. I screamed so loud. My mom was with me, and I hurt her ears. I was like, yes! And I clapped, and I was like, we got our horse. So that was so exciting. And, you know, Luna, she didn't know if she was going to be our horse. I kept telling her, I said, you might have to go somewhere. I don't know what your future is. I really hope you stay. We really, really want you. We love you. But I think she didn't feel like she fit in, because I think she kind of knew. So anyways, that morning I said, I think you're going to be our horse, because we had a really good chance. And then when we got back, I was just smothering her, and I'm like, you're our horse. And she's just standing there like, really? It was so cute. She's just standing there. I even opened up the gate for her to run free, and she's, really? And so that was really exciting. So I want to, so with all of that excitement, I'm even sweating talking about it. I want to insert our student Ciel here. So she sent me a little video about a story that she wrote, and it's also on our webpage. And she's going to read you and share with you her little story that she wrote from Luna's perspective on our winning day. So here she is.
This is a Lunicorn story. It's called My Winning Day, written by Luna. This morning, I woke up with Juno in my face. Apparently, I was looking at her funny while I slept. I just sighed and moved away. It was too early to deal with Juno yet. I moved over and went back to sleep for about 10 seconds. Then Mom started filling the breakfast buckets. At least this was an okay way to wake up. I ran over to my fence just to make sure that Mom filled my bucket all the way. When I was done with breakfast, I kindly reminded Juno that she woke me up too early. And you know what? Mom didn't even notice. Score! After that, I did more napping, and I raced Sally for a bit. I won, obviously. Mom was scooping the poo that I hid. She found it again, and she told me I could probably stay, which is a good thing. Mom? Hello? I was always going to stay, lady. My carrots are here. And while we're on the topic, did you bring any? Turns out she forgot to bring any carrots. How could she? So I left. In a couple of minutes, there was tons of clicking on that box she seems to like a lot. Then there was a lot of noise, and I was trying to decide if I should worry or continue playing Chase the Juno. Then Mom came over and started making a huge fuss over how cute I was. I guess I'm just too cute for her to handle. She was on the phone, and they were all screaming about keeping the Lunicorn, so I guess they didn't know that I was staying all along. I really can't think of anywhere I'd rather be. Don't plan on moving out anytime soon. Just don't forget the carrots next time.
Thank you, Ciel, for your wonderful little story of Luna, the Lunicorn, on our winning day for Luna. that was really, really well written, and just wanted to share that with you all. It's also in written form on the blog post on our fundraiser that she has done. So thank you so much. Very talented. And I'm also going to give a little segue into her thoughts on how the auction process went on that day. So here we cut back to CL.
I thought the auction went pretty well because, I mean, obviously we won, but it was just really crazy because I was sitting there and I was texting all my friends because everybody's been, like, obviously this is the thing that I've been worrying about for the past week, so obviously everybody has been hearing about it. So I was texting everybody and I was like, okay, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, starts over at 4 minutes because somebody bid last second. It's like, read the paragraph instructions that says every time you bid it's going to add 4 minutes and save us all half an hour of grief and tears, please. So just like, people thought it was like Etsy auctions where you could bid at the very last second and then you could like win at like where nobody else could bid after you, but that's not how it is. It adds 4 minutes every single time. And also the bigger horses kept going up and up and up, and I couldn't really watch it because I was just staying on Luna. I bet there were at least 5 people watching Luna at the exact same time, like, is it us? Is it us? Are we winning? Are we winning yet? So it was just very, like, crazy, I want to say.
Thank you, CL, for telling your version of the story. I know we felt the same, but we're just like, another 5 minutes, which was just torture. But that's our experience with the Extreme Mustang Makeover. Our biggest prize, obviously, was winning the horse, and she gets to live her days with us. So that's really exciting, and you'll get to see more of her and all that good stuff. So when CL sent me this story, I just had some laughs, and then I chuckled and chuckled, and the laughs were bigger as the story went on. So I thought that was just really important for us to share her story. And so with all of that, that was our journey together, and we're going to be seeing more Luna and all the horses. So we got 5 horses over there at our United Mustangs of America facility for our students, and there's lots of great things to come. We got business goals and plans, and we were really inspired, and Luna's helped us be inspired to do bigger, better things and all kinds of stuff. So all of that's going to come soon. And just a little bit of what to look out for on our channel here. We have Mustang Sailor, and he needs to get retrained and re-going so he can become a riding horse for the students and all that. He was part of the American Mustang Training Challenge a year ago, and I gave him a little time off, and then Luna just took all my time. So he's ready to get going again, and so we're going to keep those updates going forward, and other business goals and stuff like that is going to be moving us forward. And so check out for those updates, and we're going to be checking in next week. And now, if you haven't liked our video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe and bells and all that good stuff, and we'll keep you updated with our Mustangs and our students and all this stuff moving forward. And there's so much more. I could go on, and it seems like a lot happened this week, so we're really excited, and thank you all for tuning in. Very much appreciate you, and we love you guys. So have an excellent day. Enjoy your horses, enjoy our horses, and all that good stuff. So we'll see you next time. Bye.